Yesterday afternoon, I got some information from a source. This is the same source who had the information on the Pac-12 and Big Ten shutting down their seasons. So I trust him implicitly. And he said October 10th is the date that Big Ten teams are circling, and that's what they're hoping for. Was just told Big Ten will start October 10th if they can pass updated measures and procedures. Don't know if it will happen, but the president may have had an impact. And I said, okay. I said, you got anything else? He said, last night I was told that something was going to happen this week with the Big Ten. Same person today texted me to tell me the October 10th date. They know the fall is by far their best chance. Now, there have been athletic directors and presidents who have refuted this report, but I want to, again, caution you. They have to be able to accomplish the updated measures and procedures, the safety measures and procedures. That's really important to understand in all of this. The reason why they said October 10th, and that's a Saturday, is they want to be involved in the BCS, okay? You want to get into the Final Four. Wisconsin is loaded this year. Ohio State is loaded this year. This is what I was told as I followed up with why October 10th. That is the latest they can play and still get involved in the playoffs for the national title game. There are teams, this is what I'm told by my source, there are teams that want to get started right now and be in position to be in the playoffs. There are definitely other schools in the Big Ten that don't want to play. The president gets involved. The fact that there's no leadership, different agendas, makes it difficult to think they can come together. But the Big Ten has itself to blame. Playing in domes during the winter with depleted rosters in the spring for no championship is not an alternative. They have more money than anyone, and they rush to judgment. Now they're going to be watching other conferences start and possibly play a full schedule. That's all the information that I have. I'm not saying they're going to play. This is the date that they are targeting. And there are schools that won't play. And those teams, we might actually have a true Big Ten. Maybe you don't have Rutgers. You're not going to have Northwestern, maybe Illinois. And I'd probably say to Maryland, you don't need to play this year. We'll just have 10 teams, and maybe you could have a 10-game schedule. Maybe. But you want to be able to qualify, and there's a lot of money at stake here. Yeah, Paul.
So based off that, the Big Ten could come back, but not intact.
Yeah.
Like if there was some type of revote and it was, 10-4, 10 play, 4 don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But the October 10th date gives the Big Ten the opportunity to be in the playoffs. Any time after that won't work. That's why I think everybody had this rush to judgment. The Big Ten is playing. They're starting October 10th. That's the target date they're discussing right now. October 10th. If we're going to do it, this is when we need to do it by. So we got 5 weeks. Feels like an eternity. And if not, you're just going to have exhibition games. Because they're talking about, can we play in dome stadiums? You're going to have a lot of these marquee players who are going to opt out, and it's just not going to be good football. They know that the clock is ticking. October 10th, they have 5 weeks to get ready, and then they're able to qualify for the postseason. And if you have these schools that are going to start in late September, bring them back. You have an opportunity. There is a window of opportunity. The president said to Kevin Warren, who's the commissioner of the Big Ten, look, whatever safety measures you need, I will provide that. The government will provide that. The White House will provide that. There's a whole lot of pressure on some people here. And I'm not flippant. I don't mean to just throw something out there and walk it back, or you have to put it in context of everything that's going on. But what I was told is October 10th, that is the key date. If they're going to play, that's when they will play. But it is a huge if, because I don't know how many schools. I don't know what safety procedures need to be updated, according to my source. But you can bet Ohio State and Wisconsin definitely want to play. And then you throw in Penn State and you throw in Michigan. Nebraska, we know they want to play. Iowa, we know they want to play. But this isn't We're starting on October 10th, and I want to caution anybody who has run with this. This is the target date that they have, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen, because I even said to my source, is this a long shot? And he said right now, yes, because you don't have leadership in the Big Ten. And that's what the president is trying to call on the commissioner, Kevin Warren, to say, you need help? I'll give you help. And my source even said, look, this is about swing votes for the president. He understands it. And if it can help him with that, and we can also get Big Ten football, then so be it. But that's what these are things that are being discussed right now behind the scenes. And I had people who refuted when I said the Big Ten and Pac-12 were shutting things down. I had the same people who say, I didn't know what I was talking about, or I don't know who your sources are. It's my same source who told me all this, and I trust him. And if there is an update, I'll give you an update. But October 10th is a target date, and it may be wishful thinking. But I don't know if the Big Ten is going to play this fall. I don't know if the Big Ten plays this spring. I don't know if the Big Ten doesn't play at all this year. But they are trying again, because I think what happened was when I came in that morning and I told you the Big Ten and Pac-12 are not going to play football this year, that sent shockwaves through the Big Ten. And I was told by my report that I was helping reset the Big Ten because now the presidents were not the only ones involved. They made the decision. The athletic directors, the coaches, the players, boosters, everybody got involved. And the presidents had this vote on Sunday afternoon. And then I got the information Sunday night, came in to tell you about that Monday morning. And there were two coaches found out watching the show. And I'm sure a lot of players or families of players, they didn't know. And that's why as much, as people may refute this report in it, then the report is they have a target date. There's no guarantee they're coming back October 10th. But if they do, that's the date they've circled because they can get a schedule in and still have teams compete for the national championship.